Hi Mum.
Hello.
You ready for your interview?
Yes. You're going to drink your cup of tea?
Yes, I'm going to drink it, yeah. Okay, we're in.
Where do I look?
Where do you look? You can
At
look
you?
at you can look at me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like looking at the camera.
No,
I
okay.
find it awkward. Alright Mum. So I've asked our followers on Instagram to send in a load of questions to ask you.
Okay.
Palkiart has asked, favourite child? ? Who's your favourite child?
I don't have a favourite child. Very lucky to have 3 children, all very different. So they all have very good things about them and not so good things about them.
Oh, we've all got strengths and weaknesses.
Yes.
What are your son's strengths? That's from Follow My Stars. What are my strengths?
Okay. That you have a plan and then you see it through.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you taught yourself Spanish from a background of not being good at languages, and you taught yourself Spanish because you wanted to go and live in Spain. You did that English teaching course.
Oh.
You know, seeing things through and also being quite adventurous.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Mum. And weakness? What would you say is my biggest weakness?
Sometimes not concentrating very well, and then perhaps also being sometimes maybe too swayed by what other people think of you, maybe.
It's very true, yeah. Shouldn't have started a YouTube channel, really, should I? What kind of child was Harry in childhood?
He was very good at yo-yoing, and used to do that for hours a day. Anything he did, he'd do it so much that he'd kind of wear himself out. So, you know, tennis he became very keen on, and then on table tennis when we were on holiday, and he was about 8 years old, and he took on everybody staying at the hotel, adults, children, everyone, and beat them at table tennis. And he'd do it so much till he was exhausted.
Okay.
Never knew when to stop.
And what about like in school?
I think you just wanted to play football and be with your friends. You weren't interested in learning.
No, I wasn't.
No,
absolutely
and you
not.
couldn't concentrate.
No, definitely couldn't.
Another question?
Okay, yes. Are you proud of your son?
What, of Harry?
Yes, of me, yes.
Yes, I am. I think he is blossoming into a good young man.
Oh. How would you like your afternoon cuppa?
I like it in a big mug with a little bit of milk.
Just a little bit. And what
Yeah.
type of milk do you like?
Skimmed milk.
Skim. So that's the red one.
Yeah.
It's a bit watery.
It's a watery milk, but I don't like the taste of fat in tea.
What was the funniest moment from my childhood? Was it when you...
wasn't that funny.
What, my childhood wasn't that funny?
The incident, were you thinking of anyone in particular?
Well, I was thinking when you poured a bowl of cereal on my head.
Oh, well, that wasn't very funny, was it?
Can you remind me of that? What actually happened?
I think I used to get a bit cross at meal times with the children,
Right.
and I pulled you out. Was it cornflakes or Rice Krispies?
Rice Krispies, probably.
Yeah, and you were playing me up, and it was breakfast before school, and I was all stressed, and I think I just tipped it up over his head, and I'm a bit ashamed, really.
So I was playing up. I was being really annoying.
Yes.
And you poured the whole bowl
I
into
just
my
went
head.
like that.
Right. Do you remember my reaction?
No, I'm not sure that I hung around. I did do it to my sister as well.
You did it to your sister?
But with a pint of milk when I was young.
Oh my God.
We were teenagers on our own in the house, and she was annoying me, so I went and got a pint of milk, and I just poured it slowly over her head.
Slowly? Oh my God, that's so evil. So let's just reflect on what we've learned so far. I was crap in school, but I'm blossoming into a nice young man, and my mum loves to pour milk over people's heads. I think this interview is going pretty well. Before we go back to it, I have a question for you. How are your English speaking skills coming along? Do you feel confident when you speak in English? And how about speaking with native speakers? Do you get much practice? The reason I ask is because we're working with a really cool app for this video, which could help you with your speaking skills if you feel this is an area that you need to improve on. All you do is download the app onto your phone and it allows you to connect with native English teachers immediately on your smartphone. You look at what teachers are available at that moment and you can connect straight away, which is amazing if you're incredibly busy and you don't really have time or a fixed schedule where you can fit your lessons in. So if you would like to give CAMBLY a go for free, just click the link in the description box below, download the app and use our code to get 15 minutes of CAMBLY credits for free. And then if you really like the app and you would like to sign up, we can get you 10% discount on any of their plans just using our discount code in the description box below. Enjoy that and let's get back to the interview. What jobs did you think Harry might have when he grew up? Was English teacher one of them?
No, I would never have thought of that. I thought Harry would do something like carpentry or something physical, you know, maybe roofing, up on a roof.
Roofing?
Yeah.
Really?
Or some sort of building work or gardening type work. Yeah. I thought Harry'd be quite practical and want to do something outside and physical.
What's her favourite cake? What's your favourite cake, Mum? That's from Michael Girotti.
Ooh, I really like kind of like carrot cake. A cake I never have is coffee cake, but I think it's lovely. And I do quite like cheesecake if it's good, well made.
Okay, it's goodly made.
Yes, and chocolate cake, of course.
Chocolate. How do you say the word chocolate?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Because that's quite an interesting way of pronouncing it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And my
Where
sister
did you
does.
Does she? Where do you think you got that from?
I think we made it up.
Chocolate. Mum, what is the poshest thing you've ever done?
Oh, I think having tea at Fortnum's and Mason's. It's very, very expensive, well over £100, and you have the best champagne, and you have a little amuse-bouche thing, and then a little starter, and then the cake stand with scones and wonderful little sandwich. Just gorgeous. Nice. I think, yeah, because it was so special.
Have you met any members of the royal family?
Oh, well, when I was a child, the Queen mother, she's dead now, but she came to the street next to our street to judge the flowers in the front gardens, and I was with my cousins and we pushed through the crowds and got right in front of her, and my cousin was talking to her, telling her our names and everything. And my mother used to go to garden parties at the Buckingham Palace.
Really?
Yeah, because she worked for a charity, and if you work for a charity you get invited to them. Oh, wow. And then my grandmother was presented to the Queen when she was 18, because in England that's what used to happen. It was called coming out, and you'd wear diamonds and a long white dress and you'd be presented to the Queen. It was a tradition.
When you became 18?
Yeah, when you came of age. If you were, of a certain sort of class of person.
Oh, right. So what kind of... What, you had to be part of the aristocracy?
Well, not aristocracy, but...
Posh?
Yeah.
What do you like most about England? That's from Chinatown for Life. Chinatown for Life.
Has lovely countryside, and I like the climate. Chocolate, because I don't like being in bright sun all the time. I find it really tiring. So right. I like that our days are always different.
What do you think about Argentinian people? That's from Aina della Valle.
Well, when I was a child, my best friend, her father was Argentinian and was very into horses. They used to have a maid, and they were very rich, and so those were the only Argentinians I ever met. So I think of them as quite exotic and,
Someone else has asked, do you speak any other languages? You could communicate with Argentinians.
Estudio español para 3 años. Is there any reflections on what I've said?
What do you mean?
People saying, commentating on what
On
I've
what you
said.
said? They can't see it. It's not live.
Oh, of course. I forgot.
What is your secret to keeping so young and beautiful? That's from Yanchen24161.
Well, that's a very kind, flattering comment.
Very kind.
But I do think if people keep active and eat well, and look after yourselves, with any luck, if you don't get sick, you can, more or less, look similar through your life.
Yeah. And how do you keep active?
I do a lot of yoga and I walk every day.
What's your favourite yoga pose?
Oh, I think Warrior 2.
Warrior 2. And can you please show us that?
Do I have to? No, I don't want.
No. Okay. This is from Larissa Manuel. Can I be her daughter-in-law? Harry, if you already have someone, I'm sorry for this. Do you want me to get married?
Only if you felt completely confident in your relationship. It's not the be-all and end-all.
Nice language. Be-all and end-all. Very nice. Do you think I will get married? Do you think I'll find that special someone?
I don't know. I would hope so, because it's nice to have someone beside you.
Yeah. This is the last question. It's about tea.
Okay.
It just seems like the perfect question to end it. Tea is also a very big thing in Turkey. Have you ever tried Turkish tea?
Well, I wonder if Turkish tea is like Moroccan tea. Do you have it with sugar?
Well, we went to
Like
a Turkish
Lebanese.
recentment recently.
Oh, was that Turkish?
That was Turkish.
The
and
one
they gave
in
us a tea at the
Tavistock
start.
Street.
So that was Turkish tea.
Oh, well, I had it then.
Did you like it?
I'm not mad on sweet tea. I prefer tea without sugar.
Right, so the answer is you don't like it. You've had Turkish tea and you don't like it, basically.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's all the questions. Do you have any questions for me? Or for them?
Well, I just hope you enjoy this little interview.
Yeah, I think it's been fun. I think it's been really useful. No questions for me?
No.
No, okay. Thanks, Mum. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram to get more day-to-day posts and stories helping you learn English in more dynamic and interactive ways.